Hi, fourth grade. Welcome to Thursday Math. Today we are going to be converting metric units. Now, I actually love metric units because they make a lot more sense than the customary units. So remember we talked about this. Kilo equals 1,000. So a kilogram is 1,000 grams. A kilometer is 1,000 meters. You just have to remember the word kilo and know it means 1,000. Let's look at another one. Centi. Well, you've seen the word cent before, right? Cents, century. There are 100 cents in a dollar, 100 years in a century. So the prefix centi means 1/100th. So 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. The meter is larger, 100 centimeters. Take a look at another one. Milli. Now you know the word milli from millennium. A millennium is 1,000 years. Now don't get this confused. It's not a million. It's 1,000 like millennium. So milli means 1/1,000th. So if we have a meter, that's going to equal 1,000 millimeters. If we have a liter, it's going to equal 1,000 milliliters. You just have to remember that milli equals 1,000. Now take a look. One other little conversion you need to know is 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters. And you can remember that by looking at your ruler here. Take a look. Here's the centimeter ruler. There's a centimeter, and if you counted those little teeny lines, those are millimeters. There are 10 millimeters in a centimeter. All right? Okay, so now let's look at our math books, and we will do some conversions. These are easy compared to the conversions we did with the customary units. So let's take a look. A tree in Cameron's front yard is 4 meters tall. How many centimeters tall is the tree? Well, your book also has these conversions. So it says 1 meter here equals 100 centimeters. So 4 meters, you have to multiply it by 100. So 4 meters would be, what's 4 times 100? 400. Easy peasy. So the tree is 400 centimeters tall. Now let's take a look at this. Now we'll talk about liters. So what's interesting about this unit is when we did customary units, we had to have a separate chapter for each one, for the capacity, for the length. But for this, it's one lesson for all the metric units because they're so similar. Kilos 1,000, centi means 100, milli means 1/1,000th. It just you just have to plug in whether it's length or capacity or mass. So let's take a look at this. Complete. 5 liters is how many milliliters? Well, liters are larger than milliliters, you know that, so you're going to multiply. 5 times 1,000, there are 1,000 milliliters in a liter. So 5 liters would be 5,000 milliliters. All right, now we were on page 801. I'm sorry I didn't tell you that at the beginning. Now we're going to go over to not page 802. So now we're doing kilograms to grams. 1,000 grams in a kilogram. So let's take a look at this example 2. Convert 7 kilograms to grams. Well, how many grams in a kilogram? 1,000. So you're going to multiply by 1,000. 1,000 times 7 is what? It's 7,000. So 7 kilograms equals 7,000 grams. See, there's the kilo, There's the 1,000. Easy, right? All right, let's take a look now. We are still on page 802, and I am going to work on this with you for a minute. I'm going to have you stop the video for each chart. So let's look at this. Kilometers. How many meters in this many kilometers? Well, there are, remember, kilo means 1,000, so you're going to multiply this by 1,000. Now, isn't this easier than multiplying it by 12 or by 36 or by 16? So 1 times 1,000 is 1,000. 2 times 1,000 is 2,000. Fill in the last 2. 3 times 1,000 is 3,000. 4 times 1,000 is 4,000. Got it? Let's look at centimeters. Now, this is the one you have to remember. How many millimeters in a centimeter? Well, do you remember our centimeter ruler? There are 10 millimeters, 10 of these little ones in a centimeter. So you're going to come over here, and what are you going to multiply it by? Did you say 10? You are correct. So once again, this is easy. 1 times 10 is 10. What's 2 times 10? Fill in the chart. Stop the video if you need to. Fill in the chart. 2 times 10 is what? 20. 3 times 10 is 30. 4 times 10 is 40. Do you see how easy this is? You just have to be careful and make sure you're looking at what we call the prefixes. All right, take a look at this. Meters to centimeters. Well, remember, centi means 100. So you're going to multiply. There are 100 centimeters in a meter. So you're going to multiply times 100. Go ahead and do that. 5 times 100 is 500. 6 times 100 is 600. 7 times 100 is 700. Are you getting bored? 8 times 100 is 800. So easy. Last one is the liters to milliliters. Now here's milli. Remember, that means 1,000. So there are 1,000 milliliters in a liter. You multiply times 1,000. Go ahead and do that. All right, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Easy. All right. Now, you are going to do page 803 and 804 on your own. For 803, you need to do these charts, just like you did. Put what you multiply by up here. And down here, it just says find the unknown. 6 liters is how many milliliters? Milli is 1,000. 5 meters is how many centimeters? That's 100. 2 kilograms is how many grams? You're going to do the whole page, all right? And over here, you have some word problems. You just look at it and write your equation here and write your answer. All right. Have a great afternoon, great morning if it's the early morning, and work hard and do well on your math. God bless you. Bye.